I still remember the smell before everything went to hell. Rotten smoke, gasoline, fear, all mixed together. They said it started in the east, some kind of mutated rabies. People laughed it off. Then the cities went dark. I was at a construction site when the alarm started. We thought it was another drill until a man jumped from the 5th floor screaming, tearing at his skin. His eyes were milk white. His mouth foamed. By the time he hit the ground, 5 others had started doing the same. I ran. Everyone did, but you can't outrun panic. By nightfall, the streets were on fire. People were dragging each other out of cars, fighting over food, biting. I locked myself inside an old service tunnel with a metal door and waited. 2 days later, I came out to silence. The city was gone. Cars abandoned mid-turn, bodies in the middle of crosswalks. Dogs eating what was left. I scavenged whatever I could find. Canned beans, a hammer. I learned fast that noise was death. The infected didn't sleep. They moved slow, but they didn't stop. Weeks passed. My hands cracked from cold. My clothes stuck to my skin. I stopped counting days after the sky turned gray. Then I found a map inside a gas station. A red circle marked Black Ridge, safe zone. Someone must have believed it. I started walking north. Along the way, I met others, short-lived company. A farmer who couldn't stop coughing. A mother carrying a baby that didn't breathe. A teenager who shot himself after his radio died. Each of them left something behind. A jacket, a lighter, a memory I didn't want. I was surviving, but I didn't feel alive. At night, my skin burned. I thought it was fever from the cold or the meat I ate from a stray deer. I didn't know what it really was. By the end of the month, I reached the outskirts of Black Ridge, and that's when I saw it. Walls, lights, movement. I thought I'd made it. I thought I'd found the living, but what I found was worse than the dead. The gates of Black Ridge were guarded by men with rifles. They wore military jackets, but none of them had rank badges. Just black tape where names used to be. They didn't ask questions. They dragged me inside, checked my blood, and threw me into quarantine. The walls were high, lined with spikes. Inside, hundreds of survivors lived in fear. The smell of bleach, sweat, and sickness filled the air. They said they were testing for infection, cutting people open to study the spread. At first, I thought they were saving us. Then I saw the burn pits. Every morning, smoke rose from the courtyard. The sick didn't get medicine. They got a bullet. No one asked why. A woman named Mara helped me. She worked in the kitchens. She gave me water, told me to keep my head down. She said there was a way out, through the drainage tunnels behind the labs. We planned for 3 nights. Then the alarms went off. Someone had broken containment. The infected inside the compound turned fast, too fast. By dawn, Black Ridge was chaos. Soldiers shot everyone, infected or not. I remember Mara grabbing my arm, screaming, "Run!" We made it out, barely. When I woke up, she was gone. Only her necklace lay beside me, a small pendant shaped like a bird. I walked for 3 days after that, following the river, numb and half-starved. My head pounded. My body shook. Sometimes I'd see figures in the trees, shadows that disappeared when I blinked. Maybe it was exhaustion, maybe not. I kept walking. I told myself I'd survive, because that's what survivors do. But the truth, the world didn't need survivors anymore. It needed endings. It's been, I don't know how long. The sky hasn't been clear in months. I found an old cabin near the ridge. Broken windows, half a roof but dry. I've been here since. Alone. I don't eat much anymore. Hunger doesn't hurt like it used to. I barely sleep. When I do, I dream of Mara. Her face pale, her lips moving, whispering things I can't hear. Sometimes I wake up with dirt under my nails, blood on my hands. No memory of what I did. I tried to count the days by scratching the wall, but the marks keep fading. Maybe I'm not scratching hard enough. Maybe the wood heals itself. Or maybe I just keep starting over. Yesterday, I caught my reflection in a broken mirror. For a second, I didn't recognize myself. My eyes, the whites were gone. There were dark veins crawling up my neck, moving when I breathed. I laughed. I actually laughed, because it finally made sense. The fevers, the strength, the way the infected ignored me when I passed. I wasn't surviving. I was changing. I thought infection was a moment, a bite, a scream, a turn. But it's slower than that. It lives under your skin, waiting for you to stop pretending you're still human. I walked out today, back toward the city. The wind was cold, the air dead. I saw movement in the distance, a group of survivors, maybe 10 of them. They saw me too. One shouted for me to stop, raised his gun. I wanted to tell him I wasn't dangerous, that I was still me. But my voice didn't come out right. It was just a growl. They fired. I didn't run. When the bullets hit, I didn't fall. I just kept walking. I felt nothing. Now I understand. I never escaped the infection. I've been carrying it since the beginning. Maybe from that first day at the construction site, when blood hit my face. All this time, every breath, every heartbeat, it wasn't survival. It was transformation. I'm not the last survivor. I'm the last infection still pretending to be human. And as I walk through the empty streets, I see more like me. Slow, quiet, watching. We don't hunt anymore. We wait, because soon someone else will come. Someone still human, and when they do, I'll finally stop pretending.